Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Rarest Photos featuring your comments once again. I appreciate your patience. And hey, if you have a comment that shows in this video, then I guarantee I've seen it. I've read it, usually hearted and liked it. Sometimes I don't have the time to respond with my fingers and type out responses. Sometimes I can. But I did want to let you know that you do matter, and that I do read it. And, there's going to be music, some of the songs that I've written in honor of Elvis in these videos. But it allows not only you to get to read other users' comments and to respond to them in this video, but it allows you to have, some musicality to it. And that's one of the big ways I do honor Elvis and his legacy, and I honor you guys, you ladies and gentlemen that love Elvis Presley. I focus on the positive. Yes, he was a flawed individual at times, but he was very generous, very loving. And hey, some of you guys might not agree. Some of the books that I read, I did start a new book. That's a fiction book, and it's been kind of like a 70-30 split of people wanting me to continue reading it. I'm not sure how long I'll continue reading it for, and I probably need to put in the title that it is a fictional book, because I think some folks think that maybe it's a real book. This was just a fictional book that was written back in the day, and I thought it was just kind of interesting. And it came with some of the books that were gifted to me, I believe. And as I always say, hey, take what you like and leave the rest. You don't always have to watch every video. There's somebody that doesn't watch anything on Priscilla, even if it's negative towards Priscilla, because she doesn't like Priscilla. So enjoy these comments, enjoy the music, and I'll check back with you a little bit later on. I do want to add more thing here for Janet. I'm sorry you've had anxiety and panic attacks. That is a very horrible thing. My wife experienced all of that. And you mentioned a little bit further down, too, that you have GERDs, which I think is... it has to do with your stomach acid and all that stuff as well. I hope you find something that helps you. There are medications that can work for some people and not for others. So I'll say a prayer for you that you find something to settle your pain and your anxiety and panic attacks. And if you have any questions about what my wife used that helped her life, email me, Janet, okay? rareelvisphotos@gmail.com. So RARE and then elvisphotos@gmail.com. And for the rest of y'all, I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the music. And love you very much.
The shadow of the king still haunts the Memphis night in the dimming southern light. Graceland comes alive. He walks those southern halls, his footsteps fall and fall, until those gates up front swing wide and bring his fans inside. Elvis looks out, smiles down at the crowd, from his window way up high at Graceland, watching time go by, watching over us all, day after day, night after night. Memories like a song keeps the king walking on. He is still amazed. We love him to this day. Elvis looks out, smiles down at the crowd, from his window way up high at Graceland, watching time go by, watching over us all, day after day, night after night. Never is like a song smiles down at the crowd from his window way up high at Graceland, watching time go by, watching over us all, day after day, night after night, day after day, night after night.
Hey, so you're wondering when I'm going to get back to reading Margaret's book, June and Linda's Girlfriend. And I'm not that sick. I've just had, when I get sick, it's my voice, it's my throat. It's kind of weird. Being a singer, that's just how it's always been. So I mean, I haven't been deathly sick or nothing like that. It's just between my regular job, which is a lot of talking as well. I just haven't been able to do as much. But there's another video that's going to be uploaded here shortly with June, Elvis and June. Hey, Sue, what's going on? I love this song. I appreciate that, and I did message you. We will be doing a video soon here for the new subscriber series. And SDHS would love to hear more of this book, Elvis and June. Hey, I just posted, so you'll probably have already seen it, and I'll be doing another one shortly as well.
Back when Elvis was still on the radio, the pace of traffic in your town still nice and slow. Before JFK and MLK were shot, we appreciated everything that we ever got. Before cell phones were put into our hands, we would all sit down for dinner and hold each other's hands. Life was so much simpler when we were kids. No kneeling for the anthem or throwing all those fits. We loved the good old USA. Every morning we would salute the flag and say, I pledge allegiance, with hands over our hearts. If we could turn back time, that would be a damn good place to start, where moms and dads still lived in the same home, and Elvis was still playing on the radio. Back when we had enough on our plates, and a restaurant was where your boyfriend took you on a date. Before Bobby Kennedy and Elvis died, when you didn't lose a friend voting for the other side. We love the good old USA. Every morning we would salute the flag and say, I pledge allegiance, with hands over our hearts. If we could turn back time, that would be a damn good place to start, where moms and dads still lived in the same home, and Elvis was still playing on the radio. Before you questioned everything you know, and Elvis was still playing on the radio. Before you questioned everything you know, and Elvis was still playing on the radio.
Yeah, it was an amazing, my Rel 543. That was an amazing story. that Jeannie told about getting to be there in Grayson and sleep in Elvis's bed um, and be part of, in a sense, his life. Very amazing.
Would the world still be painted black and white if that Technicolor voice had never sung? Would Pat Boone still be the hunk of burning love? Would the world have ever heard Ray Charles or James Brown if Elvis Presley's folks hadn't moved to Memphis town? We went from 0 to 100 miles per hour, from just a seed to a field of golden flowers, from horse and buggy to a rocket ship. Elvis did that with a shake of his hips. Some people try to say he stole his sound. Elvis just sang from down within his soul. With just his voice he broke the great divide between all music that was black and white. B.B. King and Little Richard thanked him. Elvis took the racist world and changed them. We went from 0 to 100 miles per hour, from just a seed to a field of golden flowers, from horse and buggy to a rocket ship. Elvis did that with a shake of his hips. Yeah, hips. This world would look like a different place if we never got to gaze on Elvis' face. We went from 0 to 100 miles per hour, from just a seed to a field of golden flowers, from horse and buggy to a rocket ship. Elvis did that with a shake of his hips. Yes, Elvis did that with a shake of his hips. Yeah, yeah.
So, Jeannie Clark, 6183. Priscilla was not a teenager when Elvis dated Anne Margaret. She was 21. That's true, and she was that would have been 1964, and she would have been 21 or 22 at that point in time.
She held him close to her heart from the very start. Through every joy and fear, she kept him near and dear, with a love that's pure and true. In everything she'd do, a mother's guiding light shone through the Elvis night. Oh, Gladys loved her son until her big old heart gave out. And there's no greater love than a mother's love. Her hand he found peace, and all her worries would not cease. There shares a bond that never fades, it loves me tender shades. Oh, Gladys loved her son until her big old heart gave out. And there's no greater love than a mother's love. Found peace, and all her worries would not cease. They shares a bond that never fades, it loves me tender shades. Oh, Gladys loved her son until her big old heart gave out. And there's no greater love than a mother's love. With every note he'd sing, he danced on her trace. A melody so sweet made their bond complete. Oh, Gladys loved her son until her big old heart gave out. And there's no greater love than a mother's love. Yeah, there's no greater love than a mother's love.
Hey, KCN, find out about Elvis and Magnolia Smith's relationship and how she died young and mysteriously. Maggie Smith, I think that was the young African-American student that Elvis took under his wings and paid for her college. I think that's what you're talking about. I'll take a look at that, okay? Pons Babs, what's going on? Hello, Joe, how are you? Can you read us the book of Dixie Locke? I think we can compare it with the book of Lucy. Yeah, I'll get that book and we can do that for sure.
I'm in a blue suede dream tonight and feel the rhythm come alive. My heart beats to every Elvis song. On my turntable I turn on. Hound dog echoes in my veins. Jailhouse rocking through the years. We're all the part of him that red remains as we wipe away our tears. We say thank you to the mailman. Say our grace and our amens. Live our life in God we trust. Yeah, Elvis is alive in all of us. Feel the tremor in the night. Guitar strings start to hum. And the stars up there so big and bright as Elvis starts to strum. We say thank you to the mailman. Say our grace and our amens. Live our life in God we trust. Yeah, Elvis is alive in all of us. Just a blue moon in the sky. Can't help falling but don't wonder why. Elvis' spirit never dies in our soul. For all our lives we say thank you to the mailman. Say our grace and our amens. Live our life in God we trust. Yeah, Elvis is alive in all of us. Yeah, Elvis is alive in all of us.
Yeah, I have talked to Minnie Miller, and I'm sure we'll have her on the show at some point. She's just been very busy at different times that I've spoke to her, and I think now she's moving or maybe in the process of selling her home. Joy Lang, Grayson was red and black when he died. Priscilla by Bobblehead, by you, redecorated it to her taste. Yes, I think she redecorated it to the way it was prior, although I thought it might have been blue, baby blue at times too, back in the day. All right, well, you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful morning whenever you watch this, and we'll just keep loving Elvis.
He shot her up like a firework in 1954 when everything on records and TV was a bore. Locks of hair falling down over his sullen eyes. It's twisting in and